A few years ago, Belgium was awarded the prize for being the happiest country in the world. It is no coincidence that, at the same time, it is the very symbol of the entire European Union. Belgium is an introverted woman in all domestic matters, but outwardly scandalous in all that it stands for as a symbol, because Belgium and Brussels are the heart and soul of Europe itself. For those who are conservative in spirit and wish to find a balm in nostalgia, Brussels can and will certainly be a thorn in their side. The city's main identity is not to have one because, in Brussels, almost a third of its population is made up of immigrants. At a time when, by many standards, such mergers bring friction, things always work in Brussels amidst criticism, money, and the occasional stumble. But that title brings with it some peculiarities. For one thing, the coexistence of people from all over the world, and above all, from the 27 countries of the European Union. This makes it a multicultural city in which an avalanche of foreign entities and cultures supplants its own identity and idiosyncrasy. As you stroll through the European Quarter, you will notice that conversations take place in different languages. Any terrace becomes a beautiful Tower of Babel. To paraphrase the beginning of the video, in Belgium the mix is going well. Although there are social and cultural frictions, good coexistence between the countless collectives is something that works in practice, far removed from political rhetoric or nationalist or patriotic passions, or from any apology for the pure in Belgium. In Brussels in particular, losing is not losing. It is adding to what you already have. The problem for some is the inability to digest so many added things. Brussels, with its little more than 1 million souls, could be considered small and quiet. But its dynamics are comparable to the great metropolises of the world. The pace of life goes from fast to frenetic in a country where the only constant is change, and often change for change's sake. Nothing is static, and what you perceive as absolute today may not exist tomorrow. Beyond the statistics, Belgium is a very young country. Purchasing power is never a constraint for both nationals and residents. We are talking about an undervalued city, of which everything you feel about it is in relation to being the host of the European Union. But it is infinitely more than that. It is that much and everything at once, and very difficult to read and interpret by the common mortal well. Perhaps it is a reflection or illusion of the future. A Lenin-style planet where people live without any major roots, flags, or even borders. Where we can all be what we want to be without interfering in each other's decisions or choices. History has shown us that when change is not understood, it is often fought against. But Brussels not only leads by example, but also by success. One could safely say that Belgium is a social state. Despite the general tendency in Europe to cut back on welfare and social and labour rights, the country is still a benchmark and exemplary state. But we will save everything related to this point for the next video, because Belgium is a very advantageous country in which to start a life as a foreigner. The European Union and its offices, or the headquarters of NATO itself, often make Brussels a scapegoat for the mismanagement of other European states and partners. But no matter how noisy the storm, no one leaves the block. After all, it is always easier to criticize than to accept one's own mistakes. With only a handful of souls, far fewer than many other European capitals, Brussels is still considered the capital of the European Union. Thank you for making it this far. If you like the video, which I hope you do, don't forget to subscribe and share this content with people who have the same or similar tastes and hobbies as you. Because that's what life is all about, sharing and trying to be happy. Bye.
It's something I must live with every day.